Okay, so as you said, setup-wise, pretty good. It's down the ball fairly nicely. There's nothing we sort of majorly to change with that, okay? The issue for me as we go back, what we're trying to do is keep your hands and arms working more connected together. We don't want the arms pushing out too far away, because if they start pushing out this way on the takeaway, as the club gets sort of halfway back, as we can see, so as the club goes back here now, hands are pushing out. At this point now, the club is kind of behind you here, at this position here now. The club then now starts working up this way, okay? The hands are just lifting straight up. You can't continue around this angle, because otherwise your club will disappear behind you. So you've got to start getting a lift, and when you get that lift, there's always a drop on the inside that then sort of counteracts. That's sort of one of those 2 or 3 wrongs making a right. Now, if we look at the takeaway, ironically, the takeaway is not that much different, okay? No. It's slightly different, okay? Where the club is there, the club is more in front of your right hip as opposed to being back a little bit further there, okay? The main issue for me, or the main improvements we say, as that club comes back down from this, of your old position here now, when you're bringing the golf club back into here, we get back a frame there, that club now, as we can see, is stuck behind you, quite a long way stuck, going to be coming in from a very acute angle here, either out to the right there, or a big hook, or hitting the ground behind the ball, or, as we see in this one, hit the heel of the club, and the club bobbles it and the ball goes low left. Look at the club here now. At this position, we expect the club to be a little bit more in line to target. But if you're swinging out to the right there, the club's going to be over here. Exactly, yeah. So if we go back to this frame here where we're coming back into impact like there, and then we compare this one where the club's coming back down, similar sort of position. Look where the club head now is there. That's a blow into there, you see. So the club now is actually coming back more in front of you. It's starting to get more in the line we'd expect it to be on here, whereas before it was back here, now it's a little bit more back in front. So your line now, if we come into impact, much more direct hit to the golf ball. Look at the club now looking to the swing. See how the club now is more towards target. So your overall angle and path of the golf ball is more this way, as opposed to the red line it was that way. So again, it's a much more efficient way to hit a golf ball, because you're swinging more towards target. Your divots aren't going to be going out to the right here. We're not going to be bottoming out early, hitting the ground before the ball is in. Sometimes you do, especially when you slow it down. Because if you slow the swing down, the weight of the golf clubs is going to be affected more by gravity. It's going to fall down more, isn't it? Okay, which in some ways can be a good thing to some people, but in your case, if the club's coming from back here somewhere and it gets there's no chance. You want as much speed as you can and hope for the best that the ball sort of starts here and may draw back to target, which you may get on 3 or 4 out of 10. But if there's trouble down the right-hand side, you're not going to feel comfortable starting over here. Like I said, the third on the button with the radar on the right-hand side, or any hole without a bound on the right-hand side, or any problems there, you're going to want to sort of just hesitate, you hedge your bets a little bit more, perhaps turn the club facing a little bit more, or aim it further left, and the ball's then going over there somewhere, and you're losing the ball even further left. Okay, so the sensation, the only thing to think about, and as we said, is just get that sensation, that left arm is staying a little bit more into the chest. So you can practice that, stick a little head cover under that left arm there, keep that left arm on the chest working back. If the hands from here, okay, if the hands work out, the club works in. If the hands work in, the club will stay out. Okay, because obviously one has to go one way, one has to go. You can't. It could happen, I suppose, to a point. You could say that, oh, if I put the arms up, the club could keep going. But where's the club going to go? Generally, if the arms go, the club goes in. If the hands go in, the club goes out. I doubt anyone's going to go, I'll bring the hand in and do that, because where are you going to go? You kind of react to where you know the club needs to get to at the top of the backswing here. So how we can get up there if the arms are working a lot more connected. And as you said, you'll feel it, those first 4 or 5 shots you hit, it felt a lot less effort in terms of the swing, and you were getting a lot more energy, and the flight was a lot higher.
Getting the ball back to getting the club face back to the ball felt a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly. Because the club now is kind of, we set up to a golf ball, and we talk about the club being in front and behind. We set up to a golf ball, the club is in front of you. Here's kind of behind you, and there's in front. If you're using a golf club, and the club gets too far this way behind you, it's very tough to get it back to the golf ball coming in from such an awkward angle in there. It's just going to go way out to the right.
Just rely on eye-hand coordination, basically.
Precisely. And playing once or twice a month, as you said, it's going to be tough. Okay, so get the club more in front by keeping the left arm in to your chest a bit more. Get that club in a better position. Okay,
nice one.
Make sense? Good man. Have a couple more then, buddy.
Do you mind if I change it?